everyone, it's Bethany from Beth and Books here, and welcome back to this book nook. Today I am coming at you with an Unhaul video. I am just feeling overwhelmed by the amount of books on my physical TBR, which we'll get to. But also I've always wanted my personal library, which at the moment is only these two shelves, I say only, to be a really curated selection of books, quality over quantity, right? And I've noticed that as I've been getting more and more into the Bookstagram and Booktube world, that last year especially, I bought so many books. This year I actually haven't bought any books, which kudos to you, gal. But last year I bought so many just so I could physically have books, which is not a vibe. So it's time to cull some back. Before I get on with the video, please consider leaving a cheeky like and subscribe down below to help a small growing Bookstagram channel out. I post lots of bookish content, including reading vlogs, wheel chooses my TBR, and book challenges. You're already here, so hitting that subscribe button would really help me out towards reaching the 1,000 subscribers goal for 2021. Right, with that out of the way, on with the video. Alright, so here is my thought process for this. 1, if it's a book that was less than 4 stars, it's going to my to sell / unhaul pile. By the way, I'll leave a link below if you're a Kiwi to my Trade Me, because I'm going to be listing some of these for sale for really cheap if you're interested. My other criteria for unhauling it is if I liked it, but I really don't see myself rereading it. And thirdly, if it's a book that I can't envision myself sharing with a friend, then I will unhaul it. So let's just get into it, shall we? I'm gonna start here because every shelf above I definitely want to keep. It's just my big fantasy series and the manga, which I'm not gonna unhaul. So I'm going to be as ruthless as possible. First of all, great book, but I don't see myself rereading it. Sadie, again, really good book, cool plot. I like how it was a swap between podcast and normal narrative style, but not gonna reread it. I feel loyalty to Turtles All the Way Down just because it was my first John Green book. It's a maybe. Keeping those. Sky in the Deep, fun, but I'm not going to reread it. Let's start a pile down here. On the Come Up, good book. I think it's good to have. Fangirl. Maybe if I wanted like a cute high school contemporary. Wayward Son. I really want to reread Ready Player One. Elle and the Dying Girl. No. Yes. Keep. Lord of the Flies is one that I potentially teach at school, so I'm going to keep that one. Gone Girl. Will I reread it now that I know? I think I could. Let's keep it. The Martian, really fun book. I loved it, but I don't think I'm going to reread it. Bye. Elon Musk, a book I still want to read, but once I've read it, I will donate it. But you know what? Am I actually going to read it? No. Ruthless. Michael Phelps, I want to read. That's Titus's book, and that's Titus's book. One shelf done. On to the classics. And sorry if it seems like I'm rushing this. I don't want this to be a super long video. Okay, so most of these are here because they're part of my poster, which is where have I put my poster? Over here. This is a poster you've probably seen it multiple times. 100 books to read, collection, and a lot of them are classics, and a lot of the books on this shelf are on there. So I don't actually think, that one I can get rid of. New Zealand short stories. I bought it for a certain thing and then that thing never came around. So I can get rid of that one. I picked this one up from being saved from being dumped in a tip at school when we were doing a massive end of year clear out. And I was like, it's witty Ihimaira, I should read it. However, I just don't think I'll ever pick this up unless I need to for school, so getting rid. Romeo and Juliet. I've read it now. Wasn't my favourite. Bye. The rest of those keeping, and those are all my childhood books, so obviously not getting rid of those. So just from those two shelves, these are some that I am going to get rid of somehow. Alright, let me move us around to my second shelf. Okay, so just a quick overview. We've got like my Stephen King horrors, some of my favourite fantasy stuff, journals, self-help stuff. Alright, looking at this, 4 Past Midnight. I read it. Donating? Yeah, I'll donate that one. Some King I haven't read. The Exorcist. I actually read this alongside some of you subscribers who joined in. I did a reading vlog about it, so I'll find it and link it for you guys. Ultimately, it wasn't my favourite, so that one can go. Misery and It I want to read. So at the moment, this shelf has just become a Stephen King shelf. Like, this is the thing. Part of me would have been like, keep this one because it adds to your collection, but my collection is going to be only books I really like. That's the promise I'm making myself here. All of these I'm going to keep, love them. All of these I'm going to keep, love them. Madigan's Quest is kind of one of my childhood books. Oh, you can't see. Those are my Narnias, Gifted. Alright, down here I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get rid of some of these. First of all, Jane Austen is staying. This one is another one that I saved when we were doing the big end of year clear out. Great short stories as well. Look, I don't think I'm ever going to pick that up, so that can go. Wuthering Heights can go. That's my brother's book, actually. Edgar Allan Poe. I feel like this is something I'm going to keep for now. Give it a chance, see if I ever get around to it. And Neil deGrasse I want to keep. This little one can go bye-bye. Bye-bye. The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, I actually quite like that, but it goes over there. And those are journals. This is my Girl with the Dragon Tattoo collection, definitely keeping. The Godfather is one I want to read, that should be over on my other shelf. Now this is a pile that I really need to cull. Let me bring you in. This is my self-help box, okay. First of all, keeping the poetry of Atticus, keeping Young Pueblo's poetry. My favourite self-helpy ones, A New Earth, I will keep. The Art of Happiness, I really liked, but I don't know if I'll reread it. Keep it for now. These 2 books I really do want to get around to. However, these 2 have been on my list and I don't see myself getting around to them anytime soon, so they can go. The Four Agreements, it's pretty good. Keeping that one. Ariel, a university poetry book, can go. Do Not Rate, can go. Want to Read, will I get round to it? Nope, I won't. Not very helpful for an everyday person who doesn't run their own business. I started reading this, didn't finish it, so it can go. Alright, that was quite therapeutic. All my poetry and self-help. Look at that, a nice big gap. So the books I just got rid of, oh gosh, from that shelf are these. Lots of self-helpy ones, a bit of poetry, a bit of classics, and a few horror-y ones. This is what we're looking at so far. So these are all the books from previous Unhaul videos and what I've just done. Now, over in this corner, this shelf at the moment is my current want to read shelf. Books I own that I haven't read, and it's time to get rid of them. This was a lot harder than I expected. Alright, here's an angle that's just good enough for now. Nothing like a random bit of rearranging. I really need to tidy everything that you can't see. So excuse this chair of stuff. Now, this entire shelf has absolutely no rhyme or reason to it. There's no sort of priority order going on. It just is. And honestly, guys, it's overwhelming me, especially as someone who often goes to the library. Now, one of my goals for this year was to read them. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I'm a quarter of the year in and I've read maybe a handful. So I'm going to be ruthless. This shelf is going to take longer than those shelves though, because with those ones I've read the books and I like know what they're about and I know if I like them. These ones, it's always that pressure of like, what if you get rid of a book that could be one of your favourites? Like, it's like FOMO for reading, but you know what? I can do this. I think the first place to start is putting in a pile of books I know I want to keep. So alright, here, hang on, I'll just pen down for you our books I know I want to keep. Stephen Chbosky, it just sounded really good. 1Q84, I've heard Ariel Bissett talk about it a lot. Veronica Roth, Donna Tartt, Khaled Hosseini, Steve Adder, Khaled Hosseini, Susanna Clark, all authors I've read from before and enjoyed. This one was a gift, this one was a gift, that one was an ARC. These three are for future challenges. So I'm going to push these to the side because I want to definitely keep those. Look at it. I'm just going to start here and work my way up. Okay, so pile wise, just so we have a system. Yes, maybe, no. Yes, maybe, no. It has lots of awards, so yeah. Nope. Yes, this one was personally recommended, so I definitely know I want to do that. This one's super pretty, but I've heard it's not very good. Laini Taylor likes that book, so yes. I might do a reading vlog dedicated to this. I don't know if it's a very familiar book outside of New Zealand, but it's like quite famous in New Zealand. I think it's written by a Kiwi, and there's lots of mixed opinions on it, and I really want to experience that. The first pile of Nopes. Alright, let's move the yeses over for a little bit. In fact, let's throw some of the yeses in here because those are about to fall over. Alright, so maybes, new pile. Yes, this was an ARC. This is book 2 in the Book of Coley series, and I actually really enjoyed the first one, so I definitely want to find out what happens next. Catch-22 classic, need to read that. I'm just not excited. I like Patrick Ness, but I'm not excited. Why is this so big? No, there's no blurb. I don't know what it's about, so bye. Alright, so that shelves pile of Nopes. Patrick Ness again. Nah. This is the chick who wrote Lovely Bones, which is why I picked it up. So I'm curious. I'm going to keep that as a yes. Keep that as a yes. Alright, that shelf's pile of Nopes. Nah, sounds slow. Oh, I picked this one up because it's the same author of the Book of Coline one. Yeah, I'll keep that. Nah. I'm going to keep this one just because I have the first one in the series on my current list of books to read from my latest Wheel of TBR video. So I'll keep that, and if I didn't like Maestra, then I will get rid of that one. Nah. This one sounds interesting. A woman falls in love 20 years older than her, so I'm gonna hold on to that. And honestly, no longer interested. That shelves, oh, a pile of no's. Okay, and this last pile of maybes, I think, looking at how we've gone, I'll just keep them for now. Quick rearranging of shelf, ASMR version, start. Alrighty, so we've managed to reduce down the books on my physical TBR bookshelf, which I am really excited about, just having a quick scan. Then to the right of that we have all of the books that I have currently unhauled. So there's some, oh, there's some behind there you just can't see. And then if we go up, up, and we have a few more there. So if you want any of them, have a look in my Trade Me. It'll be linked down below, and it'll have them listed for cheap if they're in good enough condition to list them. There's a pile of books I'm going to unhaul. Here are my slightly decreased main bookshelves, and obviously you saw my TBR shelf. Honestly, I feel so much lighter already. It's going to be a task listing these though, but you know what? It'll be okay. With all that being said and done, thank you for making it to the end of this video. Hopefully editing me has been able to make it a little bit shorter. Again, please consider giving me a cheeky like and subscribe down below, so I know if you want to like keep updated when I do unhauls. Of course, an unhaul means there might be a cheeky haul coming along. We'll see. But yeah, enjoy all the places you go in your own reading adventures, team, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Spinning the wheel for my beautiful subscribers.
Alrighty, and the blank is being replaced with newest published. Ooh, something just threw out at me. Newest published on your TBR. Okay, and your prompt, tightening it up, is an adult. So if you have young adult, middle grade and adult on your TBR, narrow it down to an adult book. Let me know what book you're going to read thanks to this prompt. See you guys.